Fight of My Life Project is a music therapy project for cancer patients. So many people are affected by many different types of cancers, and it affects so many different age groups and so many different races. It has no discrimination. And so therefore, we've come up with this project to help people with their will to survive, their will to fight, their will to want to be alive, and to be here, continuously be here in life. I was diagnosed with leukemia, AML, in July of 2009. Life-changing experience for me and my family and my friends. Just a wake-up call, because you never know when you are going to be affected. It's like things were great one day, and then one week things just got really bad. And then you want to know what's going on, so you go to the doctor, you find out. And when you find out you have cancer, you're like, what in the world? So, I know the biggest thing for me through my whole process was just, I wanted to be here for my wife and my children. I didn't want to miss out on them. And I found out that's the whole key to healing, is having that frame of mind that you want to live, that you want to get better. Because there's so many obstacles. And with this Fight of My Life project, it just generally tells a story. It walks you along the path of telling the story of when you're diagnosed to you actually going home. And then some of the different challenges in between that, cancer patients can relate to. And hopefully it'll help put a smile on their face, and you be like, man, yeah, I do feel like that. Well, I did go through that. I'm going through that right now. And that's just purpose of this project, because this is the fight of your life. Whether you're going to live or whether you're going to die, and so many different things can happen through that whole process. You having a great support system. Family, your friends, your church, your school, members of your community. So many different people, that support. And some people just don't have that support system, the same support system set up in place. And all that is key into your healing also. This project is, it hits so many topics, from losing your hair, losing your sense of taste, your taste buds, to being quarantined, to being stuck in your room, to not being able to sleep, to when visiting hours are over, when everyone else is gone and you're back in your room alone. It's a lot of fun songs on here. It's some encouraging songs on here. There are just many different things to help encourage you as the cancer patient. My goal for this is for, hospitals to be able to include this in a package, for people that are diagnosed with cancers. Hospitals, medical facilities, this is another addition to the medication, to the treatment, to help in that healing process. And if we can make something standard like this, the chances will go up, for healing, for people to be able to fight this, because it can be very depressing. It can be very depressing for the patient itself, for family members, and so it's just to help through this whole process. And we just want things to, be good. We want people to be encouraged. We want them to feel excited about this and say, yeah, I beat this thing. I fought. I'm fighting. I'm winning. I'm going to make it. I'm going to win this thing. You can win. You can beat this thing.